Hello, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily customize premium wedding titles. But first of all, what you need to do, you need to install all the fonts used in this project. And links for all the fonts are given in the separate file. And after you install all the fonts, you open up the project, and as you can see we have opened main intro title composition. And this is just intro title that you saw on the preview movie. And in case if you want to use it, I leave it in the project, so you can edit it by double clicking on the main intro title composition and type your some own text. Okay, and let's go back to our main titles. As you can see in the project panel, we have the main folder and the three subfolders. First of all, you click on the 02 final comps. It's our final composition that needs to be rendered after we make all the customizations. So we open up this folder again, and let's pick some title. Let's pick title 16. Okay, and as you can see, if you scrub, you can see title in action. What's going on? Okay, and first of all, we need to edit the text. And to do that, we can double click on the title 16 edit me composition, or we can go to the 01 edit comps folders and find exactly the same title 16. Double click, and we can type our own text. Okay, so we double click, type, let's say for example 2017. Then we double click on the first name, type Jasmine. Okay, then type Andrew, and at the bottom we can type our new slogan or some quotes, whatever. So let's for example type wedding memories. Okay, click V and let's scrub. So as you can see, everything works perfectly. In case if you don't like this, like zoom out from scaling from the bigger title to the smaller, or you can adjust it. You see we have a scale controller. You click U on the keyboard and you see it's scaling from 145% to 100. You can scale from the bigger size to the smaller, or you can remove it at all. So it's up to your taste. Okay, so after we make all the editing to the text, we're going to the title 16 render me composition. It's our final composition, and here we have color controller at the top of the stack, so every title have the same structure, so keep it in mind. We have the color controller, click F3 on the keyboard, and we have all the controllers. So what you need to know, at the top we have element colors, and then we have text colors. Depending on the title, we have this more or less element colors controllers. So in this case we have just the one, so if you click you can see we can recolor those two lines. So if you scrub, you see those two lines, we click and we can recolor it, let's say to the this kind of color, creamy color. Okay, then we have the text color 1. Let's sample this color. Text color 2, sample the same. Text color 3. So each text have own color controller. So we sampling all the colors. Then we have the particles color, so you can change the color of the particles. As you can see, everything works perfectly. As you can see, let's change it to the golden. Okay, then we can change also the particles Y and X and the Y. So as you can see, we have this current example, the particles going from the right to left. If you want to change the direction, you just see the scrub value and see the particles going a little bit more up, then go set the particle y to the 0, so it's going from the right to left. You can again scrub the value so it's going a little bit down, for example. Okay. Then we can also just for in case if you want to remove the particles and you want just like those light effects at the beginning and it's going to the color, so you can switch off the particles or enable or disable. Then you can also change the light leak hue. So as you can see at the beginning on each title we have like those light leaks effects. So depending on your title you can change the hue. So you scrub the wheel and we're changing the hue of this title, let's say to the bluish, so it's going from the bluish then going to this, or click on Ctrl Z to undo this. Then we have ability to change the light leak lightness. What this control does, it's if you scrub, you can see we can make it, if you scrub to the left we make it darker, most like a dark, and if you scrub to the right it's make it white. So it's like if you want to remove this light leak at all, you can just scrub the light leak lightness and going from the white and then goes to the color that you make at the beginning. Then we have the light leak saturation. You can make it more vivid, more saturated by scrubbing to the right, or just desaturate, make it like a grayscale. So as you can see, it's like a grayscale effect and it goes to the color. So we have this control, light leak saturation does this thing, and last but not least we have the background on and off. So by the default, as you can see on the transparency alpha, we don't have any transparency. So if you want to use with the alpha, render this with the alpha channel, you need to click switch off the background, this kind of background that's at the bottom of the stack, and then render this file. Or if you want to use this background, you just click on the this check mark, and as you can see everything works properly. And then after all the customization, you can also, if you know how to work with the particular, you can select the particles file and make some changes here evenly to the particles, but it's like a more advanced it's for more advanced users. If you don't know how to customize the particular, please don't touch anything this layer, okay? And after you make all the customizations, you can render this title out. So you need to go to the composition, add to render queue, then go to the best settings, set the best full, go to the lossless, and set this to the, let's say, QuickTime. Set the RGB plus alpha, set the switch audio off, for option animation. If you don't want to compress the title, and I think it's done. You're ready to render this out. And I think this is it. I hope this video tutorial was helpful for you. Thank you. Bye bye.